How is everyone doing? I'm back in the freaking van. Can you believe it? How is everyone doing? I can't believe I'm back in the van, but I'm real happy about it. I'm going to let people find the stream and come on to the stream. And I'm going to do a classic live today and do my nails. You know how it goes. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ozzy. How are you? I got a Starbucks coffee because of you today. It's been a hell of a day. How is everyone doing? Dad's on duty. Thank you so much. He is moderating. Hello, Derek from Hawaii. Hello, everyone. It's been chaos, pure chaos in my life for the last week, but roughly for the last 3 weeks, I would say. So, anyway, with that being said, I do not have a topic for today's live. So we're just gonna do my nails and talk about whatever you guys want. And whatever kind of happens in this live. I'm going live a little later on Wednesday than I normally do. Typically I go live around like 10 a.m. or something, but like I've said in the past, I do not have a set time I go live. But all that is set that I know for a fact is that I go live on Wednesdays. That's all I know. So I was going to go live today at 10 a.m. and life happened and I ended up dropping the van off at the shop. Obviously, I'm back in the van, so I got the van back, thank God. If y'all want to talk about that, we can. But yeah, let me take the rest of this nail polish off and then I will read the chat, see what you guys are saying. I'm going to wait a second here for people to find the live. Let's see. The number 146 asked, y'all ever find out Spec's problem? So no, we have not found out the problem yet. But today I did drop the van off at the mechanic and I got my fuel filter replaced. So I'm hoping it's a fuel related issue and that replacing the fuel filter is what fixes it. But we don't know. You'll see in my vlog on Friday. So my vlog that's going live on Friday, literally I vlogged the day that I figured out, I think, that it's a fuel related issue. It was a chaotic and stressful day, but I vlogged it and that's the video that's going live on Friday. So you'll see what happened. But yeah. Hello, Xmas baby. How are you? Hello, she took the long way home. TZ's table, hope all's well with you and Spec. Car maintenance is just a lot. Yeah, no kidding. Hello, Mario Mania, GG79. She took the long way home, said, I'm here for news on your car. I'm going through car-ish too, so my heart fully goes out to you. Thank you. Yeah, so also Izzy Green said, hi, Asia, hope Spec is feeling better. Also, I got your bag and I'm in love with it. I wear it every day. It's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Yay. People have been writing reviews on my Etsy and it makes me so happy that you guys are loving the bags. And I am feverishly knitting every day or every other day, depending on my stress level. It's been kind of crazy lately, in hopes to do another drop very soon. Hopefully like next month or something like that. But yeah, she took a long way home regarding the van and everything that's been going on. I mean, like right now in this very moment, the van is doing fine. She's running well. I just dropped some cash on the mechanic to get my filter replaced, and I'm hoping that solves the issue of the intermittent breakdowns. But the problem is we don't know. We won't know. We literally won't know if that's what solves the issue unless if slash when I break down again, if I do anytime soon. It's stressful. I don't know. We don't know if that solved the issue, but like I said on Friday's video, the vlog that's going live Friday will explain everything. And like I said, I vlogged the day that I broke down, and um, I literally show you guys what's going on and what I believe is the problem, which I believe it's a fuel related issue, which is why today I got my fuel filter replaced. And I will say, since I picked up the van from the mechanic, she's been running beautifully, like better than normal. So, really praying this fuel filter replacement fixes the issue, or at least I probably needed a new fuel filter because it feels like it's running better. Steve Osborne, how are you? Connie Nixon, thank you. Steve Osborne said, how's life treating you? Life is good, other than the van breaking down every now and then. She's good. Life is good. I mean, I got air in my lungs. I'm healthy. I got food in my fridge. What more do you need? You know? Hello, I love your eyes. Thank you. Fuel filter again. I mean, yes and no. I replaced the filter like 3 years ago. And a 3-year-old filter is not considered an old filter, but I believe that was the culprit as to why I was breaking down. The not knowing is the worst. It's kept me from traveling too far from where my support system is. Yeah, totally. 100%. It sucks so much. Um, and it's really hard, definitely traveling like far at all, knowing or not knowing, I should say, if I'm going to break down or not. Aussie, all depends on how much crap is in the tank. Yeah, true. The number 146 says, sorry, I stepped away for a sec. Did you fix the van? I think I did, temporarily at least, or I'm pretty sure, yes, I fixed the van. Let's just say yes, the van is fixed. I got the fuel filter replaced, so I'm hoping that does the trick. I got it replaced this morning, today, which is why I moved my live from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I was too busy this morning with the van that I didn't have time to go live at 10. But yeah, today I'm gonna paint my nails, do a classic live. I'm gonna paint my nails this really nice kind of like light orange color, kind of like coral orange. She took the long way home. Like, I'd rather be in Arizona or New Mexico right now. Yeah, dude, I feel you. I'm not gonna talk about where I am right now, but I would much rather be in the desert. I will say I'm not in the desert right now, and I wish I was. I really like this color, but it also almost like blends into my skin color, so I don't know if I love it. I should do Christmas nails next week. The number 146 said, may I contribute a link to a video that discusses what the culprit may be in detail? I mean, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm pretty sure I have it figured out. And if I keep having problems, then I'll be talking about it publicly. Life happens, that's true. Izzy Green said, I'm interested in coming to the Van Life meetup if you're still having it. Where can we find more info on it? Awesome. Okay. So I'm hoping to have a Bay Area meetup. That'll be really chill. Like, just a chill meetup somewhere. And a women's van life meetup. That'll be the big van life meetup. is the women's only one. And I'm, as we speak, working on mostly like the women's van life meetup stuff because the Bay Area one will be like easy. Let's just hang out, like Bay Area one. But anyway, I'm hoping for it to happen in March. Do not hold me to that, but basically as we speak, my goal as we speak, I can't even speak to be honest. Oh my god, my brain is not working. My goal is in January to post and be like ready for people to apply to the women's van life meetup in January. That's my goal. And that's kind of all I can say for now because I'm still working on like the Google Doc. But basically, what I want to do is post a Google Doc that if you are a woman interested in coming to the van life meetup, you can fill out the application. Basically, it'll be free. The van life meetup will be free. The application will be free. Everything will be free, but I'll have you guys fill out the application, submit the application by a certain date. I personally will go through every single application. And once I have all the applications, I will then personally email you a full list, a full detail list of where the meetup's going to be, what to expect, how many days, etc., etc. Although I will say, I think it'll just be a weekend meetup, just like a 3-day thing, maybe 4 days max. Um, but yeah, that's my plan as of now. And I'm very excited. I really can't wait for that to happen. So be on the lookout and trust me, I'll be posting so much about it once that application is public and when applications will be required to be submitted by. And again, the women's van life meetup, it'll be free. We'll be boondocking. We'll be camping off grid. There will be cell signal, but it'll be just like a casual hangout with a bunch of women who are either new in the van life or want to be, or like just starting or want to be. But the thing is, if you want to be doing this lifestyle, but you don't have a rig, I don't know if this van life meetup will be for you because it will be off grid. You're going to have to be fully self contained and what would be the word, like self-reliant, I don't know, when you come out because you'll need to bring all your own food, water, ways to go to the bathroom. Like there won't be bathrooms, like it'll literally be off grid. But it'll be fun. And I don't know, I don't want to get into too many more details because I'm still working on it. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. Looks like we got some trolls in the chat. But yeah, how's everyone's day going? Let me know what you're doing today. I'm super curious. Also, I'm happy to say that my thumbnail is pretty much it's fully back, you guys. Check it out. Normal thumb. If you are a follower or you've been following for a while, especially from this summer, then you saw that I slammed the shit out of my thumb in my car door, in the van door last summer, and it was so bad that I lost the nail. And it took 6 months for the nail to grow back, which is crazy to me. And it was horrible because, as you know, I paint my nails every week. I love my nails. I love painting my nails. I love the ritual of it. And it sucked so much losing my thumbnail. And also the process of watching it grow back was horrific. And it was scary. I hated it so much. So I'm really happy to report that my thumbnail has grown back now. Let's see what you guys are saying. How exciting. Yes, totally. Sounds good. Thank you for the info. I'm excited too. Yeah, same. I can't wait to make more friends who are living this lifestyle. I can't wait. I don't think YouTube lets me share links. I've tried this in comment sections in your past vid only to find my comment was gone. Is there any way to email or DM you or your dad. So you can DM me the link on Instagram at Asia Villacruz. My Instagram is linked under every single one of my YouTube videos. You can go ahead and send it to me that way. That sounds awesome, girl. Thank you. Michelle Nicole said, "Are you going to Schoolie Palooza this year?" I was planning on going, and I think I still might. But no guarantees. I do want to go though, but I don't know. It kind of depends. I have some friends that I'm wanting to rendezvous with out at Schoolie Palooza if they go, but they might not go. And if they don't, then I might rendezvous with them somewhere else. But I would like to go to Schoolie Palooza this year, but it's kind of up in the air. Just went shopping. Nice. Freezing here in Ohio. Tons of snow. Wow. I'm glad it's snowing in Ohio. I just had a phone call with my cousin who lives in Washington State, and he lives really, really north in Washington State, like super close to the Canadian border. And he said it hasn't snowed at all. So that's really bad. He said it's just raining. So I'm happy to hear it's snowing in Ohio. Greasy Paws, I like your handle. Said, "Hi Asia, love your channel. Hope your car troubles pass soon. Cheers from the East Coast. Originally from California, so your travel videos always remind me of home." Aw, I love that so much. That's so cool. Yeah, that looked awfully painful. I remember that video. Seriously. Your healed thumbnail should be the thumbnail for this live. Seriously, that's funny. That's really funny. Ozzy said, "Did the nail grow back flat? Sometimes they can have a bit of a bump in them for a while." It's now flat, but it did have like a weird wavy bump, I guess, in it for a long time. And that was slowly like growing out though. So like the waviness of it was slowly growing out. And now it's flat, thank God. Hey, Tiz Travels, how are you? I'm in Texas now, slowly making it to Arizona for schoolie. The weather's nice here in Texas though. Nice. You don't have Insta. The rain out west is no joke. Even up in BC, towns are getting flooded out. Oh man, I know. The rain is really, really bad in Washington State as well. As you guys know, Washington is like flooding. Um, the west side, I believe, is really bad right now up in Washington. So praying for everyone up there. That's really scary stuff. Also, if there's any van lifers watching this right now, I could flip the question back on you guys. Are you guys going to Schoolie Palooza this year? Let me know. I do think it'd be really fun to go to Schoolie. I absolutely loved Schoolie last year. It got kind of crazy, but I mean, it's Schoolie. Like, it's gonna be crazy. Like last year at Schoolie Palooza, I believe it was my first night, maybe my second night at Schoolie, in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., someone was shooting fireworks at cars, like at vans. They were shooting fireworks at vans and buses, and someone shot a firework at Spec, but they missed, thank God. But what happened is the firework ended up hitting the ground right by my van and kicking a bunch of rocks onto my van. And I'm lucky that it didn't crack any of my windows. But that was like really shitty. So that sucked. And then lots of other just crazy shit happened at Schoolie last year. So it gets crazy. Let me catch up on the chat here. The rain out west is no joke, even if, oh, I read that already. Basically, the vid says it's the ignition module. If that hasn't been changed in a minute, that could be the next thing to change. So I have all good ignition components. I don't know if the ignition module is the same as all the like ignition components. Maybe it is. That is something that I believe they tested, that my mechanic tested and said it was fine. But that is something to consider, especially if I can't continue breaking down, which hopefully I don't. Tiz Travel said it's supposed to be 80 here this weekend, so I'm going to chill here and enjoy that. Nice. Michelle Nichols said I'm going to Schoolie, but I'm traveling from Outer Banks, North Carolina to there. That's a great trip. That's a huge trip. GG79, I can't go this time around, but the next one I will be. Nice. She took the long way home, said, yeah, I'm in Western Washington. It is nuts right now with the flooding, and the last couple nights have been gale force winds in areas. That's crazy. That's like for I think 2 years in a row, and maybe it'll happen again this year. I don't know. San Francisco has experienced they call it um atmospheric rivers, and that is some scary stuff. It's gale force winds, it's extreme flooding. Like a bunch of, I shouldn't laugh, but like trees just fall because the ground gets so saturated in water. I've experienced that personally a couple times in San Francisco. It hasn't happened this year in San Francisco as far as I know. But yeah, it's super scary, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember one night actually, this was a couple years ago. I was in San Francisco, obviously in my van, and my dad was also in town, and there was these crazy, we were experiencing these crazy atmospheric rivers. And I remember I parked for the night in a specific spot, and my dad noticed where I had parked, and he texted me or called me and said, like, you do you, you live your life, but I might suggest you park somewhere else because based on the wind and the direction of the wind, you're going to be getting hit like all night broadside by the wind. I would suggest you park around the block where there will be a wind block, basically, for tonight. And I was like, honestly, thank you for the suggestion. So I did move. I ended up moving to a different part of the block. And the next morning, I woke up and I ended up driving by that original spot that I had totally planned to park at for the night, and a huge tree had fallen literally on the spot that I had parked and was going to spend the night. And it was insane. It was absolutely massive and had fallen onto the street and was blocking the street to the point where, excuse me, like firefighters or whoever, I forgot who, but people had to come with chainsaws and cut it up so that cars could pass. Like it was insane. And I can't believe that still. That's like a crazy story. I feel so lucky that I moved and that dad thought to tell me that because I literally could have died. I literally could have died. I shouldn't laugh, but it was crazy. Tiz Travel said, I'm hoping for a nice schoolie. Depends on who's there, lol. And yeah, the guys shooting fireworks was crazy. Yeah, dude, seriously. I'm hoping for a nice schoolie too. I really want to go. It's 8:20 a.m. in Japan. Love your channel. Hello. Wow, good morning, Japan. Marco Garcia said, hey, Asia, so did you figure out the issue with Spec? Hope she's running well. I did. I talked about it a little earlier in the live, but I did figure it out. This Friday's video, I talk all about it and I show like what happened, and I ended up today hiring a mechanic to replace my fuel filters. So I'm really hoping that that does the trick. Ocean Grown said, hope all is well. God bless you. Deserve it. Beautiful. Thank you. Monique Channel said I was supposed to visit my in Washington and she's scared for us to come now. Oh, that's so sad. Oh no, that could have been catastrophic. A massive tree just falling. No, seriously. It was so crazy. And that happens a lot during these atmospheric rivers. So if anyone is in Washington, especially in your van. Like, you don't have much control if you're in a house or renting or in your an apartment or whatever of a tree falling onto your house or whatever. But if you're mobile, like you're in an RV, a van, a bus, whatever, I would think about that. Like, don't park by big trees. Don't, like, think about wind blocks. Don't park by big trees, stuff like that, because the trees really do fall. Maybe they're more prone in the Bay Area or something, because it's like a really big problem in the Bay Area. I shouldn't laugh, but it's like a big problem. These freaking trees are like falling on cars and stuff. Ugh. I would like to go into business with you selling your bags. Sorry, I'm a one woman show. Maybe one day I'll let you know. I pretty much finished my nails, by the way. This morning I had a herd of cows come through my camp. There was a guy in a truck honking his horn, and the cows follow his truck. Crazy sight. That's so funny. That's awesome. That's probably like, I've seen videos where farmers, like, I've seen videos where basically the cows, they know specific vehicles, and so when they see the farmers coming down the road, they immediately get excited because they know, like, they're probably going to get fed or something, or something exciting is going to happen. So it's cute. Thank goodness for your dad and you listening. I agree. I feel so lucky. But you guys, like, seriously my take my advice when it comes to atmospheric rivers or any kind of gale force winds. These trees, they really could fall on you. In Texas at this campground, they had flooding and a lot of people died. Dang. That's so sad. That's really scary. I know that's kind of common in a freaky, scary way. Like, if you're camping, flash floods happen. Um, Rivers and creeks, they overflow. It's a thing. It was like 30 cows walking right by my van. The guy said they follow his truck as long as he has food in there. That's so cute. I love that. Is your mom still in your area? No, she's not. She's out living her life. I'm curious if you've tried Tunisian crochet. I've been watching some videos on it and I think I might try it. Ooh, I have never tried that. I will say I only knit. I don't crochet, but crocheting is something I would like to learn. I do have a crochet hook, so I totally could learn how to crochet. I don't think it'd be hard at all. I literally feel like I could teach myself just because I know how to knit. You just pull the string or the yarn through the loop and continue that. I'm pretty sure that's literally all crocheting is, because that's pretty much all knitting is, except you use two needles. I feel like I need to like lay down or something. My back is killing me. I was wandering all over today while my fan was in the shop. This is not gonna work. I'm just gonna, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I'll just do this. I hope you guys don't mind. My back is killing me. I gotta lay down. I feel like I need to get coffee. Thank you, floating heart. I don't know what that means, but I really appreciate it. You have to be extra cautious of your whereabouts, especially outdoor trekking. That's true. You do. You have to be extra cautious, like, all the time. I feel like I'm on FaceTime. Do you have any favorite shows? The new season of Fallout started today. I've been pretty hyped for it. I don't have. I almost said I don't have favorite shows. Yes, I have favorite shows. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Hold on. Chaotic. Okay. Okay, do you have any favorite shows? So, my favorite show of all time is Breaking Bad. Favorite freaking show of all time. I love Breaking Bad. And then I love The Office. It's kind of like my comfort show. What else? Let me think. I can't really think of anything else. But Breaking Bad. 3.5K to go reach your goal for the year. Oh, thank you, Ozzy. I know it's true. My goal was to get 20,000 subs by the end of the year. So if you guys are watching this live right now and haven't subscribed, I would love you forever if you did so, because I am trying to get to 20,000 subs by the end of the year. I don't know if it'll happen because the end of the year is so close, but I feel really proud of how far I've come. Nonetheless. Josepha Gabinik said, today it's been sunny in Washington, but probably going to rain later. Oh man, appreciate and enjoy the sun while you have it, my guy. Don't worry about us. Get comfortable. I've never seen Fallout. I don't know if I would like it. I'm currently crocheting cute Christmas trees. I call them birthday trees since my birthday falls on Christmas. That's so cute. I love that. My wife bought your grandpa's and she loves it. Made all the way to Virginia. Ah! That makes me so happy. I'm so glad you love it. I love that green pouch. The green yarn I used for that pouch, I really like it. That yarn specifically is the yarn I used for my bag that I wore every day for like 6 months, maybe less, maybe like 5 months. And I love that yarn. It's super, super durable. I don't know what that yarn is for the green pouch, but I do know it's really good. Coastal Vlog said, was Spec your dream van when you first started van life, or did you want something else? Yeah, I did want specifically this van. I wanted the first generation Chevy Astro because I like how short and stocky and stubby it is. I like that a lot and I wanted that. Someone's walking by, sorry. So yeah, this was my dream van, I guess you could say. So I got really lucky. I was specifically looking for this first generation Astro. Oh, sorry, my audio is bad right now. Let me know if the audio is still weird. I don't know. I literally don't know what to do. Oh, it's fixed? Okay, good. Keep letting me know if it's bad. It sucks. I'm in an urban area right now and I technically have full bars, but it gets bad sometimes. Okay, I'm glad it's better. Thank you for letting me know. OMG, Breaking Bad was so good. I still haven't watched the last episode because I didn't want it to end. Also love Better Call Saul. Great ending on that one too. I tried really hard to get into Better Call Saul, but I couldn't totally get into it. Breaking Bad is so good. I cannot believe you haven't seen the last episode. You have to do it. I'm from Richmond, California. Love your videos. Richmond, shout out Richmond. That's awesome. Dude, you should come out to the Bay Area meetup when I have it. I don't know when I'm going to have it, but when I have it, you should come. Have you watched The Last of Us? Another good show to binge on is Animal Kingdom. Ooh, I bet I would love Animal Kingdom. Never seen Animal Kingdom or The Last of Us. Oh my gosh, Colt! How are you? Colt's in the chat. Audio gets poor when you back away from your phone. Okay, maybe I'm in a bad spot. Hold on. Okay. I'm sitting right by my disco ball now. Let me know if this is better. Also, Colt, happy freaking birthday. Sorry my audio keeps getting bad. Let me know if it's still bad. Okay. A lot better. Okay, good. It's the power of the disco ball. Oh, Sam! Sam and Colt are both in the chat right now. You guys, what a day today is. Hope all is well with Spec. I had to take the van in again today, too. Oh, no. Ooh. I hope She-Go gets better. Colt says thanks. I need to watch Colt's channel. Has Colt uploaded anything recently? I need to see. I haven't watched his stuff in a while. I've been watching your stuff though, Sam. I miss you guys so much. Okay, I'm 36 minutes into the live, and apparently I've had weird audio, but apparently it's better now. Like I said earlier in the live, I did not plan a topic for today's live, so we're just kind of going for it. So you can ask me anything. Sam's van is She-Go. Yeah, what? You didn't know that? Yep, because she has a green van. It's She-Go. Get a Bluetooth mic for your phone. Talk about football? Yeah, I'd rather die. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, maybe I should get a mic. Damn, I have 2 bars. I'm losing it. Yeah, She-Go is such a good name for her van since it's a green van. I can't believe you didn't know that, Dad. Talk about football. 49ers. I don't want to do that. I got 45 people in the chat. Someone has to say something. Say something to get me talking because I'm done with my nails. Let me think of a good van life story I can tell you guys. Are you going to stealth camp at the Super Bowl, Santa Clara's? That'd be kind of fun, actually. I could stealth camp at the Super Bowl and not watch it. Actually, I do have a question for you guys. I want to do another stealth camping video. What are crazy or fun or interesting places you think I should stealth camp for a video? Drop it in the comments. Where should I stealth camp next? Have you taken Spec to New Mexico yet? No, I have not, but I really, really want to. I really want to. I'm hoping this year. Eating Chex Mix, nice. Where should I stealth camp, guys? How is Spec? Did you figure out the issue? Spec is good. I'm in Spec right now. And I did figure it out. You'll see in this Friday's video what happened. But basically today I replaced the fuel filter and I'm hoping that fixed the problem. Abandoned places are always good. Abandoned places are good for stealth camping, but like be specific where, you know? I'm in Carmichael, been cold and foggy, now it's sunny, going to the rainy next week. Oh man, enjoy the sun. Area 51 would be good. Flake 1445, what's happening? Okay, I need people to recommend where I should stealth camp next. Area 51 would be really good. That's a good suggestion. I think a zoo is a good idea. Governor's Mansion, that's funny. Stealth camping is basically where Well, first of all, if you're new here, I live in my van. So stealth camping when you're living in a vehicle is like where you park somewhere you're technically not supposed to camp. Like it isn't a campground. Typically it's in a city or an urban area and you spend the night there in your car and try not to get the knock or try not to get kicked out by security, etc. Camp in a mental asylum, but they're overrated. Maybe. Actually at Tiny Fest in San Jose. So San Jose is Tiny Fest. There was a guy there who was a part of the Nomad group. What's it called? Like the Nomad whatever. I think I need coffee. Anyway, he works as a security guard at a mental asylum, like mental health institute or whatever, like a I don't know, one of those places. So I almost wonder if I could like stealth camp there or something. I don't know. I think the bay is going to be a bit crazy with extra security everywhere, at least 50 miles away. Yeah. Vallejo would be good. Oh, okay, so committing a crime. Right, exactly. Yes, exactly. Asia, if you go to Area 51 Low Snow, the beef jerky there is good. That's funny. Yeah, it's called Nomad Village. I forgot. So, yeah, that's funny you ask about the beef jerky in Area 51 because I have been there many times. I've been out to Death Valley in Area 51 many times, and I've never bought the alien jerky. They call it alien jerky just because I feel like it wouldn't be good. But maybe I'll have to get it next time I'm around there and let you guys know if it's good. See, this is why I started a YouTube channel because I was traveling and going to all these places for years before I started the channel. And I'm so happy I started it, but I kind of wish I'd started it even earlier. LA is a bit of a challenge with all the paid parking. True, but I do have stealth camping spots in LA that I like a lot, and I've already done stealth camping videos in LA. The mountains near Albuquerque look cool for a visit. Oh man, I would love to visit Albuquerque. I really want to go to New Mexico. Maybe next year I'll finally do it in 2026. Looks out of this world, that tree. Yep, Iowa 80, world's largest truck stop. That is somewhere I'd really like to stealth camp. That's a really good idea. Been a long time since I've stealth camped. I pretty much just go to national forest or national forests. Well, when I leave there, I'll be moving to BLM land though. Yep. Um, New Mexico fully socialized healthcare, so that's pretty cool. Wow, nice. Route 66 trip would be fun. I have always wanted to do that. IDK any specific locations, maybe a forest, but to be fair, there's a lot of abandoned buildings in forests, but I assume they're not protected. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, I love exploring abandoned places and abandoned buildings, but I also worry about people like living there or doing nefarious stuff in these abandoned buildings or like drug related stuff in these abandoned buildings. And it's so super sketchy for me by myself to go to these places in stealth camp. But it's a good idea and it's a great video. I actually went and attempted to stealth camp last year, last winter, at an abandoned gas station near the Salton Sea. I filmed a whole video doing that and I ended up having to bail. I ended up not being able to stay there because there was someone who was living in there or staying in there and I got really bad energy and vibes from that guy like I shouldn't be there. So I ended up leaving. And I was really disappointed because I really wanted to spend the night there just to say I did it and just to experience it because it's an abandoned gas station. Why not? And I was going to be in my van, you know, I wanted to literally park by one of the abandoned gas pumps and like sleep there. But This one dude was in the, you'll have to watch the video. This one dude, he was in the gas station and he came out like a couple hours after I was there and he's just smoking a cigarette, like staring at me and gave me really bad vibes. So I ended up leaving. And you guys, this was a gas station by the Salton Sea, like literally in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing around. Like if I screamed, no one would hear me kind of thing. So I did not feel safe being there and him knowing I'm there and knowing I'm alone. Imagine being able to go live in any state and not worry about getting sick or hurt. Yeah. Portland changed the city ordinance so one-wheeled home is allowed per lot. IDKF vans count, but motorhomes do, and also tiny homes on wheels, park model trailers. That's cool. That's really cool. What's your scariest van life experience if you have one? I actually filmed a whole video and it's live on my channel. I filmed it like a couple years ago called My Scariest Van Life Experiences as a Solo Female Van Lifer. I highly recommend you watch that. It's I talk about all my scary experiences, people trying to break into the van while I'm in there, and just lots of different random things. But I haven't had anything like terrifying happen. Moab. I really want to go to Moab. I really want to go to Moab. If a guy is sketchy, just go. It's not worth it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I remember that video. Some people are so naturally sketchy. Vibes are the biggest compass. Totally. I always say go with your gut always. Like number one rule of life is just go with your gut always. So, yeah, I was not getting a good vibe from that guy. I love how my head is just like hitting the disco ball. I really need to get some coffee. Holy cow. It's only 3:48. Wow, that means I've been live for 50 minutes. Oh man. I had to get up at 6 a.m. today. Um my thumbnail for this live stream is a selfie I took at like 7 a.m. That's why outside is all blue because the sun hadn't even rose yet. Anyway, I've been up all day since 6 a.m., which most people probably wake up early like that on a weekday, but and I do too sometimes, but I typically have the luxury of being able to like go back to sleep or take my time in the morning making breakfast, like gently waking up and then starting my day. But today it was just like get to it immediately, let's go. So that's why I'm tired. KOA campground says okay and showers and internet. Yeah, KOA campgrounds are great. A lot of KOA campgrounds don't allow vans though. That's been my experience, at least. Russell Zonner said, on the West Coast, it's always been cool for me to chill out between some big rigs at a rest station, get a few hour nap. Totally. Yeah, rest stops are great. Ozzy said, have you done any ghost hunting style trips where you try to stay around the known haunted places? I have not intentionally done stuff like that, but I've definitely ended up in places where it's known to be haunted. Like I went to the Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. And if you know anything about the Clown Motel, it's very haunted. There's literally a miner's graveyard right by the hotel. It's so creepy. The owners collect clown dolls, and there's a clown museum in the lobby. It's like the creepiest place ever. And I totally felt vibes of like this place is haunted 100%, like I know it. It was so creepy. But this was years ago. This was before I started my YouTube channel. And I've wanted to go back there actually and film a video. I'm way too antisocial. I don't even like going near big cities, especially ones on the West Coast. Atlanta is the exception because I'm from there and I love it. I feel that. The rest stops in Washington, Oregon, and California are by and large pretty nice, and almost all of them have at least water. True. Almost all of them do have water. I like it when they have coffee stations because that means state troopers are around and they leave nappers alone and keep the predators away. That's also true. That's me, 6 a.m. guy at the coffee shop before work. Yeah. Oh boy. How about a Canada to Alaska trip? I would love to do that, and I do plan on doing that one day. Do you make friends on the road? I do. I do make friends on the road. Didn't you do a live there, at the Clown Hotel? No, I did not do a live there at the Clown Motel. I don't think I've ever been there on the channel. Like, I went there and traveled around Tonopah and was like, I did a whole like Death Valley, Area 51, Tonopah, Nevada, like Beatty, Nevada, Rhyolite, which is a ghost town. I did this whole trip years before I even started my YouTube channel. I'm gonna do 101 from BC to BC next year. Try to end up at Cabo on Sammy's birthday. That's awesome. Holy cow. Sounds like an epic trip. British Columbia to Baja, California. Dang. Yeah, that's amazing. Do you snore when you sleep? I don't know. I don't think so. Do you live in a bus or RV? I live in a van, so neither bus or RV. I live in a little Chevy Astro, tiny little minivan. Frank Sinatra. I really, really want to do an Alaska trip. I just think I need like 6 months at least to get there and enjoy it. It's hard to allocate that much time. I agree. I really want to do an Alaska trip as well. I'm actually currently watching Into the Wild. It's one of my favorite movies. I mean, maybe not favorite movies, but it's a good one. It's a good one. And it's free on YouTube, so I've been watching it just little bits for the last like couple days, and it's really been making me want to go to Alaska. I've never been. Damn, that looks like a comfortable van. Thank you. It is comfy. It is very comfy. I'm sitting kind of weird just because my back kind of hurts. I'm trying to like relieve my back. Nice setup. Thank you. Frank Sinatra is one of my favorite artists. And I remember years ago, I think this was like 2020, I was in Palm Springs and I went to visit Frank Sinatra's house because I love Frank Sinatra so much. And apparently, you can tour Frank Sinatra's house in Palm Springs, but it was 2020, so it was closed due to COVID. And I haven't been back. I actually have been back to Palm Springs since COVID, but I haven't been back to like Frank Sinatra's house. I should go back. Maybe that'd be a fun vlog. Do you follow Tiny Nomad? She's in Alaska right now living in your Forerunner. That's so cool. I don't follow Tiny Nomad. I should. I had a long layover at the airport in Alaska. That was a tease. Couldn't even leave the airport because I was there with the military. Oh man. That must have been a tease. That's funny. That's like my brother had a layover. He's in the army. My brother's in the army. And he had a layover in Germany. And it was such a tease because he's always wanted to be like go to Germany. And so he was just like enjoying those moments in the German airport, but like he couldn't leave the airport. Also, there are chargers every 20 miles or so on I-5 between BC and Baja. The West Coast Green Highway Initiative was completed years ago, and the states maintain the agreement. Wow, yeah. Are you talking about driving an EV? I want to do an Amtrak trip to Denver just for the kick of it, but money. I feel you. Money is always the problem. Pretty much always the problem. I'm trying really hard to live my life without money being the forefront of my priorities, but man, it's hard. It is so hard to do that. But an Amtrak trip to Denver, that'd be cool. I love Amtrak. I absolutely love riding the train. Other than driving in the van, Amtrak and just riding Amtrak and train travel is probably my second favorite form of travel. I love it. If I can ride a train somewhere, I will. Over flying any day. I'm gonna do the Alaska trip after I get my new van. Hell yeah. Do you like oh Michael Bublé? I used to love Michael Bublé in middle school, I feel like. All right, I got 5 minutes left, or a couple minutes left. on this live. So if you guys want to ask me anything, go for it. Now is your time. Now is your time. I'm so happy I'm back in the van. Last week's live was so chaotic because I was just walking around since my van was in the shop. This time it's a lot cozier being in the van, hanging out with you fine folks. Have you ever been to Colorado? Looks breathtaking. I have not been to Colorado, shockingly, and I really, really want to go. Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, thank you. Second finale said, who's your favorite Muppet? I don't know. That's kind of a funny question. USA Rail Pass is $499, 10 segments to go for their specials, but coach only. USA Rail Pass, huh? I've never heard of that. $500, is that like good for the year to go anywhere? Because that's kind of a good deal, actually, if you think about it. So nice to catch. I always miss it because of time lapse in Canada. Oh yeah, I'm so glad you caught it live. That's so great. I'm trying to do live streams at different times on Wednesdays just so that people can catch it. But it totally depends on like when I'm free or if I like when I can have time. I would love to do later lives so people can check in and actually join. But typically I do it obviously a little earlier in the day. But I also know that I think more people join lives when it's later in the day, like after work kind of thing. But I also know people watch from all over the world, and the time is subjective. It just depends on where you are and uh what time it is there. Like earlier someone talked about how it's 8 a.m. in Japan right now. So it just totally depends. Rome to Bloom. I love your handle. Hello from Italy. See? What time is it in Italy right now? Love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you so much. What time is it in Italy right now before I get off live? It's amazing to think about the time all over. Nomad Brad does his live at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. I have heard that. I've literally had people say, please don't go live at 6 on Wednesday because Nomad Brad goes live then. 1 a.m. See, it's 1 a.m. in Italy right now. Do you have a CD player in spec? I do not have a CD player in spec, but I do have a tape, like a tape player. After I get off this live, I'm gonna get some coffee because I can't go to sleep at 4 p.m. That can't happen. That cannot happen. Oh. Who is Nomad Brad? Nomad Brad is really cool. He is a friend of mine. I met him at Tiny Fest in San Jose, and he is a fellow nomad. He lives in a box truck. So I don't know if it's called a box trucker, like a van lifer. I don't know, but yeah, he lives in a box truck. He's pretty cool. You should look him up. He's got some cool YouTube videos. I also saw him at Schoolie Palooza last year. He was there. I think that's the last time I saw him was at Schoolie. I do wonder if he'll be at Schoolie this year. I'm not sure. Okay, I have 1 minute. I really want to do a full hour live. We got 1 minute, y'all. What do you want to ask me? Yeah, Sam, we should talk soon. We should talk soon, please. Let's do a call. Are you planning to do live on Christmas Eve next Wednesday? Oh, yeah, totally. I'll be going live next Wednesday. I don't know what time, but yeah. It's 7:59 a.m. here in the Philippines right now. Love your vids. Wow. Good morning, Philippines. Have a great coffee and Christmas time. Thank you. I just got done watching a few of your old videos. Wow, LMAO. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I will say I love, like, I started this YouTube channel for multiple reasons, and one of them is so that I can document stuff just so that I can rewatch and look back on memories. And I love watching my old videos because it like brings me back to that time. Time flies, Christmas already, I know, right? All right, we got 1 hour done, you guys. I do think I'm gonna log off this live. I have to go to the bathroom and I have to get a cup of coffee or make a cup of coffee. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Love you guys so much. Watch her on reruns all the times. Nice. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining. If you hopped into this live late, just wait till it gets posted and you can watch the beginning. So have a good one, guys.